Hey, welcome back. Today's gonna be a music stream. Like, I know I have Blender on the screen, but I'll get to it. I'm gonna do a music stream today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe the whole week. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just gonna continue this project of mine here, and I've been like, I gotta admit, I've been learning some pretty cool things here. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time if you're watching this, in the future or whatever. But I just want to introduce this cool little thing I figured out today. Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I'll just show it to you. I learned how to take an MP4, or like a GIF or a GIF. I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't really care. I learned how to take one of those, convert it to an MP4, and then pop it into Blender. So I'll just show you. Take a look at this. This is awesome. Look at this. Hold on, I'll just take off those overlays. This is so stupid, but it works. And this is not 2D. This is 3D. Like, you get what I mean? But yeah, as usual, I don't know. I just figured this out like maybe 5 minutes ago, after like half an hour of tampering with it. It's a really cool effect. I mean, I learned how to take a movie essentially, make it transparent. Like, this is what it would look like. Like, you can see that outline. That's what it should look like. But with a little Blender magic, I learned how to make it transparent. I learned how to cast shadows and all that. So essentially, like, I can make I can make it look like I'm playing Mega Man 7. This is a level from Mega Man 7. This is, Mega Man from Mega Man 7, but it's in 3D, and he's a two-dimensional image. Actually, hold that thought. I want to check one thing here. I just want to see one thing. Can I wonder if that'll change anything. I doubt. No, it just makes two of them. Okay. Yeah. Basically, I was just wondering, is like, can I add depth to the character? But no, I don't. I don't think I can. This outline you're seeing is the geometry. Like, it's just a flat like plane, just like the ground here. But imagine if there was like a little movie playing on it. Yeah. I don't know. I just I just enjoy it. Like, this made me laugh. Like, I just laugh. I mean, like, this made me realize it's like these animations, like this little project might be doable. Let me break it down for you. When I make the music, I wanted to have some sort of something going on in these 3D scenes. You know what I mean? And I think I figured out the answer to it. Basically, it's like I can take this character and I can let me just turn off those overlays. I can animate him running around through the level, and he'll have like different animations. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I never thought I'd be recreating Mega Man 7 in Blender, but here I am. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to usual. I'm gonna play the music and then do some promotion stuff. So if I don't really get anyone here in the chat, I might just go silent. But I've heard complaints from people that I don't talk enough during my streams and explain what I'm doing. And those people are mainly just my brother. Basically just told me the other day, he's like, it's very hard to follow what you're doing, and you should probably talk more. So let's see what happens. If someone comes into the chat, wants to chit-chat, okay, I will. But I might try and explain what I'm doing, but to be completely honest with you, it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain what I'm doing and try to do what I'm doing and try to do it well. So just bear with me here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna play this little remix, probably play it on repeat because I'm lazy, and I'll see you in a little bit. I'll just do some self-promotion, get this video out there and tell people I'm streaming right now, and then I'll get back to, I'll just start making music. It's been a week or so since I've done it, so with that being said, I will shut up and go about my business. Enjoy the music. Like, I know I'm being silent, but holy shit, that's such an intense song. What the fuck is up with that? I don't know if I'll keep it. Oh, I'm like talking over myself. I don't know if I'll keep it like that, but if you're wondering what I'm doing, so I'm just cleaning up these tracks. All the notes have been imported, but there's been a lot of extras from my template. So all I'm doing is I just go through a track, you know, tweak it a little bit. I'm not gonna tweak it for too long, but the goal here is just remove all the extra junk. Because if you can see here, I only get up to 14 tracks to play with. I mean, that's the price you get to. That's the price you pay for free software. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm making a joke. It's a pretty bad joke, but Caustic is really powerful, even if it is a free app and it looks kind of basic compared to all the other ones. You know, Ableton, FL Studio, Reaper, something. I don't know. I really don't know the other names, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make a stupid comment. I'm gonna go back to making the music and yeah, see how many of these I can burn through before I end the night, and hopefully throughout the week I can start actually refining these tracks. Right now I'm just doing, I don't know what you'd call it. I mean, like, I did a first pass where I imported everything and then set up all the file structures. Now this is a second pass where I just swap out some instruments so it doesn't sound like garbage, and then cut out the fat, if I can say it like that. That rhymed. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the plan. So once I'm on that third pass, I'll go through and actually start remixing them properly, where I, you know, if I'm able to, just chop up certain sections and then swap them around. And yeah, so I don't know, I'm just gonna shut up now. So I'm just gonna break my silence again. What I'm doing right here is because I like this bass line, like this noise here. But it sounds a little bit muddy with this instrument. But, you know, I like the instrument. I don't want to change it. So what I'm gonna do, and this is why I need all that extra space, is, like, it's kind of unorganized here. I'm just gonna pop it right down here, and we'll call it bass 2. And what I'm gonna do is make it that orchestra hit noise that I don't know if you're just tuning into the stream or if you've been watching, but this noise. So I'm just gonna take those bass notes, copy them. So I know I'll just show you real quick. I come down into the bass note section. This is where all the notes are laid out. So. And I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click all, swap the menu. You get 3 of these menus up here. Swap the menu. So here, the important thing is, notice I'm at the 0 mark because I want it to start at the very beginning of the track, right? If I were to copy it from here, I'll just show you as an example. Copy, And then if I go to bass 2, so you see where that line is? If I were to just go paste, oh, it's not gonna do that. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just gonna say it like this. Click 0, or wherever you want to paste it. For this example, I just want it at 0. So I'll click all, come to this menu, copy, move over, go to base 2, go to the 0 mark, and paste it. So now if I did this right, and I know I did, these two are playing together. Yeah, it doesn't sound too good right now, but I'll come back to it. I just wanted to clean up this track, and I kind of got a little bit into it because I actually started enjoying it a bit. But today's not about enjoying the music. Today's about fixing the music. So, yeah. No one's in here yet, so it's kind of weird to talk to myself. But no, I'm just going to shut up and do my thing. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just... it looks like what I'm doing is complicated, and I know I'm doing it pretty quick, but I mean, to be completely honest with you, like, this is a phone app. Like, this is just the desktop version, but you're supposed to use both of your thumbs, so it's even quicker. And I'm an idiot who used a phone app as his main DAW, or DAW, digital audio workstation. I'm the idiot that used this for like the last 5 years now as my main way of making music, so... Hopefully the goal here is once I'm done this little project of mine, I'll just kind of put this to rest and then open up FL Studio because, you know, I paid for it and everything, but I want to actually get into it. I want to start using a more advanced DAW and see what I can come up with. And I guess I may as well say it here is I don't think I'll do a whole lot of remixes in FL Studio. You know, I'll come back and do them, of course, but... After this, I think I'm just going to take a break from the remixes and just focus on making my own stuff because I'll be honest, I kind of miss it. Like, it's kind of... I've been listening to these tunes for like the last month now and they're stuck in my head and that's not a good thing. It's not good at all. But hopefully this little thing will be done in the next coming months. I don't know, I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna shut up. But you know what? I might, at the end of the stream or something, I might just try and make something original, just because it's like, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've made something original, and I don't know, it's a good learning experience. Let me just put it that way. I'm not complaining. I'm not throwing shade on anyone's work or compositions, but it's definitely a good learning experience to understand the value of actually creating your own music. And, you know, I mean, you could borrow ideas and all that. It's not like truly your own, but just making something with your two hands, like by yourself, you know, like from your own, from like, I don't even know where it comes from, to be honest, but something you made by yourself is what I'm getting at. Because these remixes, yeah, you know, I am making them, but a lot of the groundwork has been laid out for me. So it's pretty much just change out the instruments, you know, swap little sections. Like, I don't know, for example, if I were to take this beginning 8-bar pattern, if I copied that, so it's on bass 2, come down to my pattern section, clicked on the... So what I'm doing here on this icon is I'm basically just zooming out this grid. Right now, oh my god, that's loud. Right now it just goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, but I want to expand it all the way out to 8. Or 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So like I was saying, what if I wanted to just take that 8-bar section and put it into this alright, I think I did in the other pattern. Take the 8-bar section and just paste it in here. So now if I just solo this, and if I go to pattern mode, because that's what these are for, yeah, so that sounds very, very bizarre, but for example, you know, I've already saved this, so if I wanted to play with that pattern and put it later on here. See what I mean? But that's the whole idea of actually like remixing it. Like, that's what I'm gonna do on the final pass, is essentially what I'm saying. Once all these are cleaned up and ready to go, I'll dig through them, you know, put in the time for it and everything, and I'll start chopping up those notes into those 8-bar chunks. 8 bars because, that's pretty much the maximum I'm allowed to work with here. Yeah, that's the plan. So now I'm gonna shut up and just go back to this. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna mute myself. Again, I'm gonna break my silence. So if you'll notice here, it says 13, but just imagine that says 14. Like, all 14 tracks are taken up. Some of these are actually empty because I didn't, like, I just had no use for them when I was importing the notes. Some will only use that, like, this top row from drums, bass 2, bass 3, and lead. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these are empty, and a lot of them are just wasted space, whereas I could do what I just did in the last track, where I took bass, I copied the notes, and I made bass 2. Ignore that, but bass 4. Okay, I made bass 4. And yeah, I'm losing my train of thought here. These are basically just junk. So I'm going to go through, clean them up. And how I do that is normally I would start at the last one, click all, and I see that there's no note selected. So I know it's empty. But that's kind of tedious to go through each and every one of them. So I'm like, why not just go backwards? So if I know bass 3, okay, I click all, it has notes, move on. Lead, oh, lead doesn't have notes. So now I can pretty much safely assume that lead to number 13 are all going to be empty and wasted space. So drag those out, clean them up. And after I clean those up, now I just have these 4 tracks to work with. So, and I honestly, like, I kind of love and I kind of hate these 8-bit tracks. Like, number 1 is like, they're kind of annoying. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, they're catchy tunes, like, they're great music, but I don't know, maybe it's just the instruments I'm using that kind of annoy me, to be honest. I'm more of a fan of the later tracks, like from 7 beyond, I guess. But there's still some good ones in these classics. But what I'm saying is, after I clean out all the junk, I do a quick pass here where I just change out some instruments, just so it sounds a little bit more palpable. I don't know, I'm tasting music with my ears. It just sounds better. That way I can come back to it at a later date and not have to do the busy work of mixing and matching and figuring out which sound sounds good with it, right? Like I don't know if you're following me along on this, but essentially step 1, clean out the junk. Step 2, switch the instruments. Step 3, save it and move on. So it's a very quick process. It's not a whole lot to it. Oh god, this one. I'm just gonna mute myself in case I make an idiot out of myself and start bashing the song more than I already did. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even have to say. I'm just gonna go mute. If you hear the little click, then you can assume I went mute. Okay, just to show you a quick example, I'm just gonna show you a track from, what is it, Megaman 10? Oh, I have like, yeah, so, oh my god, there's so many of these. Let's take Megaman 9, okay? You've been hearing these classics, like 1, 2, and 3, they're decent, but just take a listen to number 9, number 10, like the composition just got so much better. Mind you, it still needs work, so working on something like that would be a lot more fun than than this. Oh my god. But I'm not trying to hate on them. I mean, like they basically worked with their own limitations, right? They're very talented artists that are like musicians that worked on these. So I'm not hating on their music at all. I'm just saying that I appreciate their work more in the later games than the earlier ones. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not an expert here, so maybe it's just I don't know good music. Anyway, I'm gonna play a Pump Man from Mega Man 10. And then check out this little tweak I did to it. It sounds so weird, but yeah, my point is they had like I don't know, the music just sounded really good near the end of the games. Maybe not the end. I don't know. Maybe they come up with more music and just continues to sound great. I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest. I'm just like filling in the silence here. But check this one out. Solar Man again. Mega Man 10. But yeah, I don't need to. I don't know. It still needs work, but like honestly, it's just software. Yeah, I can't spell. It's just great music, to be honest. Like I think that's what I was kind of expecting when I was thinking of this project. I was like, oh, well, I like remixing these tracks, but I don't know. There's something about these early games that just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. They just kind of wear on my ears a bit. What else? Like Shadeban from Megaman 7. Well, he's not. He's that game I was showing you earlier in Blender. That 3D modeling thing I was doing. Like I grew up with like I think Mega Man 7 was like the first classic game I played because I was like 2 or 3 years old when that game dropped. And I don't know, it was just I always remember Mega Man 7 as like one of I don't know, it's probably one of my favorite classic games, just purely based off like nostalgia, but yeah, you can tell like I put in so much more like check this out compared to the other tracks I was doing. I put in so much more effort into this one. Like extra drumming, changed up the patterns. I'm not even. I'm muted. You can tell. I just put in so much more effort, and I enjoy it. Like I enjoyed every minute of working on that track, just because it was. I don't know. I'll be real with you. Like I don't really have much nostalgia or like a connection to those like from to what do you call it, like 1 to 6, right? I never had an NES when I was a kid because it came out. I don't know. Maybe we did have one, but I don't remember ever playing it because I pretty much grew up on the Super NES or SNES, Super Nintendo. And I guess I don't know. I just enjoy working on the 16-bit games and like the later games more and more. Even in Blender, I noticed that like working on those 8-bit levels, like yeah, it's decent, but it just doesn't have that same kick, that same excitement. Like if I just interrupt this little music stream really quick, if you look at Blender here, I mean, look, like this is Mega Man 7, right? This is like the Freeze Man stage. Like the art is just like, and again, I'm not throwing shade on the classics, right? I mean, like they worked with their limitations and they worked pretty well, but in my opinion, it's just 16-bit just looks so much better. I mean, it's not just looks better, but it just has that charm to it that it never gets old. It has that charm to it that I just enjoy so much, right? It's like it's still pixel art, it's still I don't even know what you would call it, but it's just more detailed. Let me put it that way, and that's just solely based off of the hardware that they worked with, right? And I don't know, I guess it just goes to show it's like they're really talented artists. They just had to work with that 8-bit constraint. And suffice to say, I think they did a really good job. But just, in my personal opinion, I would much rather create these 16-bit levels in 3D just because I personally find it to be more fun. The 8-bit ones are a little bit just kind of blocky, but again, it's not like a fault of the designers or anything. It's, they're just working with what they had. But oh yeah, one thing I forgot to show about this is I can take this Megaman sprite and I can change this hue, I don't know what you'd call it, like a hue saturation value sliders. So I can I can come up with my own weapons and like my own skins and stuff like that. Look at that. That's not Mega Man. That's Yellow Man, Orange Man. I don't know. It's cool. Like it's just a cool little trick I learned in Blender, and I can even. No, I don't want him to be a shadow. What am I trying to do? Hey, you can do a bunch of things with it. I mean, it's a hue saturation value. You can give it full color. You can take away color. So it's a neat little tool. It's fun to play with. So yeah, look at that. That I think is like actually like not to get too nerdy here, but I think that's an actual weapon in the actual game. I think it's Junk Shield. But again, it's probably not accurate or anything. I'm just I don't know, it's just cool to me. It's like I never thought I would be able to like you can even see his skin color changing. That's not good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying here, to be honest. It's just kind of cool. Like kind of like it's just a movie, right? It's just a little animated MP4. It just loops over and over, and I can move the plane as if it's like as if he's actually running. Like anyway, I don't want to get carried away with this, so I'm just gonna put that away, and I'll go back to doing those remixes. And it's nearing 10 o'clock. I might give it another 10 minutes or so and then call it quits. But I don't know. I just wanted to show, like, I know a lot of this has been boring, and it is boring, but it just works in my favor if I can do these passes first, as opposed to just spending all this time on one track and then doing the next one. I guess you could say it's not about the quality, it's just more about the quantity. I don't know why I forgot that. I don't know. I keep forgetting if I'm muted or not. What else? What else? I don't know. I mean, this is just the classic series, okay? Like, I still have to go through the Legends series and the X series, and I probably won't. I honestly, like, I'll be real with you. Like, I don't know if I'll give up on this project and just move on to something else, or if I'll see it through. But I mean, that is something to look forward to, I guess. I mean, it is really tedious and boring, but I don't know, I kind of enjoy it. It's just the classic series just kind of, I don't know, it's fine. It's fine, I just, I don't know, it's, like, that's a lot of remixes to go through if you think about it. It's like each game has like 8 10, like 8 to 10 tracks to go through, and it's like I'm hopeful that with my little plan here that I can just do my passes after passes after passes, but I don't know. I really don't know if like how long I can keep this up, but let's just see what happens. I mean, not a big deal if I give up or if I move on to something else. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it is a fun little challenge. I'll give you that. Considering I never thought I would actually get this far, if that makes sense. See, like Megaman 4, this Skullman city, this is a sick track. So not all of them are bad. Like, some of them I'll enjoy working on. Yeah, see, like that's a track I wouldn't mind spending like 2, 3 hours just, or maybe not 3 hours, but like however long, right? Like it's a great composition. Like I enjoy listening to it, probably because I cleaned it up a little bit with these sounds, but that's pretty much my plan here. Is if I can go through, oh, I sound like an idiot. If I can go through all the games and try to bring out that quality in them, and I'll be real with you, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Like it's just that's a lot of time to invest in just making these Mega Man remixes. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing them. I wouldn't be streaming, I wouldn't be setting all this up if I didn't enjoy it, but it's still quite a monumental task, and I don't know, I'm only spending I think about 2 hours, 2.5 maybe, or an hour and a half to 2 hours on these, like every day or so, or 5 days a week. I haven't figured out a proper schedule, and honestly it's kind of like it that way because I don't know. I mean, if it's just a stupid project, right? It's just a little hobby thing I'm doing, and it's just something I'm doing for fun. So, oh my god, listen to that bass line though. That's sick. So I think part of the reason I'm not enjoying these is just because of how bad they sound. Like, not the composition, like the sounds I used for my template, just they don't mesh well, and it sounds annoying. So I think I think it's partly my fault here that it's like that's probably the reason I find it to be a little bit tedious. But again, just going back to Skullman, it's like just changing out a few instruments and it just sounds good. Oh, and I should also mention, just because of how big this task is, I may or may not break up those pattern chunks. Like, how I did with that Mega Man 7 remix where I was like gushing about I chopped up this, I moved it over. I might not do that for every track just because, again, that takes quite a bit of time, and I mean, it is like a lot of thinking involved too. And to be honest with you, I don't want to do a whole lot of thinking after work. Like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but kind of just want to relax and zone out a little bit. So, that being said, I think we already listened to this one. I'm not even doing what I set out to do. I was supposed to be cleaning these. Now I'm just passively listening to them. What? You know what the weird thing is though? It's like I've heard these tracks like, you know, before I was doing this project. I've actually heard these like on and off through random videos or so. So it's kind of weird. It's like they sound familiar to me, but I haven't really played through these games, so I haven't really like I don't really have that connection of nostalgia. It's just the music that I kind of remember. So it's kind of weird. Also, I just want to point out where is it here? It's just a stupid joke. Oh, I think it was in the Battle Network games. Yeah, never mind. It's a stupid joke. I was just gonna say it's kind of weird that they have a boss called called Dark Man. Like I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a doesn't sound like a good name for a boss. Or they also have like in the Battle Network games, they also have a I think his name is Color Man, not Colored Man, but still, I mean just something stupid, you know, just something funny I picked up on, so it's Dark Man. Yeah, that's a great name for a boss. I can already tell you right off the bat, I'm gonna like Blizzard Band's track because when I was working through these, like it was catchy. I like it. Yeah, it's a really well done track. I don't know. I really like that one. It's catchy. It's nice and laid back. It's not. Like, I don't mean to shit on Heat, man. Okay, like, I don't mean to. It's better than this. Yeah. yeah, so no, they definitely improved like later on with the game. So they, yeah, so I don't know. There's like, I guess you could say like there's obviously gems in these tracks, right? I think everybody, like not everyone, but Airman stage, like you can tell, like I like it, but it's quite a popular track in the community. So of course a lot of people are gonna remix that, but I don't know too many people that remixed Heat Man. So let's see what I can come up with, right? Let's just see what I can do with it. Maybe I'll give up on it, maybe I'll just not work with it, but anyway, let's just listen to this Airman track because I like it. Yeah, this is the question. I know I keep flopping back and forth, but I just wanted to demonstrate one thing I did with it. So for this track, so this 3 in PC, so watch, that's like a brass noise, and that's like a distortion guitar, I think, from Megaman X. But just listen, like I slowly fade these in. It's kind of hard to hear, but and like the reason I'm demonstrating this is just because as I was tweaking the track, I get these little ideas. So I free up a bunch of space, and I'm like, hey, I like that bass noise. I like this. I'll just play it. I like that pattern. So why don't I just I replicate it? Oh, it's not playing because that's lowered. Anyway, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying here is like this kind of happens to me. It's like I'll work on a track, I'll be cleaning it up, and as I'm working with it, I just get these little ideas. So I quickly place them down like as a rough draft, right? And then I'll come back to it later. So I'm kind of hoping. Like I doubt every track in the series is gonna be like that because they can't all be equal, I guess. But I'm hoping maybe I can make something of that Heatman track. I know I'm like hating on it today, but maybe it's one of my best ones. Maybe it's the one I enjoy doing the most. You never know. But that's the whole point of this little project I'm working on is like kind of just break out of my comfort zone a little bit. Of course, I would do an Airman remix, right? But who hasn't done that? And I'm not trying to like throw shade on anyone. What I'm saying is it's a very popular track. It's very well composed, very catchy, like people like it a lot. But I don't know, part of me just wants to try and challenge myself a little bit. Maybe I can make a great Heatman remix even if I don't like the composition of it. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty much just talking a bunch of crap right now. I should probably mute my phone. That was probably annoying. But yeah, I don't know. We'll go through a few more tracks and I'll call it quits because I think I've done. It doesn't look like a whole lot of work, but I feel like I've done quite a bit. Then again, I've only been at this like an hour. This was a late start today. I'm trying to do like 8 to 10, like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But yeah, let's see. I guess I'll just show you the rest of the tracks I was working on. You've already heard these to death, so I don't have to play them again. But let's just go to, X3, Neon Tiger, or Neo, I don't know what his name is. I guess you could argue the X series had a different, like a different take on the music, like than the classic series. I don't know. I'm not a composer. You know, I wasn't there composing the music when they made these games, but just from what I can tell, I think X3, you know, like the Mega Man X series, was more about like the intensity of the music, whereas the classic series was more of just like, I don't know, the catchy tunes that they wanted to make. I don't know. I pretty much, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I enjoyed the X series music like a lot more than the classic, but that's just me. You know, I grew up on the X series, and I'm obviously biased towards it. Oh, yeah, it's a really great track. I don't know, I'm kind of tired. I'm not really feeling like remixing a bunch of these. I'm just kind of demonstrating. I just wanted to show what I've been working on, and yeah. What am I gonna say? This is from Battle Network, MMBN3. So you know, Mega Man Battle Network 3. This is the internet theme. Like, just to give you a little backstory, like you're playing two characters in that game. Lan, like the stupid kid that I hate. You know, he's basically walks you through. You know, he's like your. How do I explain it without sounding like an idiot? You're a person in the game, like that little kid, and then you plug into your phone into devices, you know, scattered around the world, and you connect to the internet. Kind of weird, but they're an internet-based society. So when you're in the internet, you're playing as Mega Man, and right now what I'm gonna show you is this is the music that plays in the internet, just like the ambient, or not ambient, but the background music. And it is, it's great. I like it. I like it a lot. Great music. Like and that's kind of what I like about the series. Is like each series, like Classic, X, Battle Network, Legends, they all had different musical styles. So it's kind of fun to dig through and see what I can come up with. Like obviously that's, you know, it's nothing special what I just made, but you know, with a little bit of time, with a little bit of effort, I'm sure I could make something great. And this is a track from Mega Man Legends called Bonnie. I don't know who Bonnie is. I don't remember, but this is the theme of Bonnie. And I figured out this cool effect. So I gotta admit, I think I kind of lost sight of how fun it is to remix these, just because I've been stuck in the classic series like all week, man. Like when I was doing the Blender stuff, like I was trying to do it in in order, just so it's easier to keep track of. It's like, okay, here are the six Mega Man 1 stages. Okay, done. And I'll move on to Mega Man 2, and then I kind of hit a wall just because of how boring it became. So I was like, this week I think I'm just gonna focus on the music. But again, I fell into the same damn trap. I'm like, I'm just gonna start with Mega Man 1 and then keep going, and like, yeah. So I think so long as I'm working on them, that's the important thing. I don't necessarily have to do all these in order. But I'll admit it, like I kind of just want to get them out of the way, just so I can have room to have fun. Like I don't have to worry about coming back and then doing that one. What else? What else can I show you? I guess I can show you more of the I can't even click the Battle Network themes. So no, okay, so it's not in here. What you just heard was not what I'm trying to show you. I did a remix for the boss music. This is just the battle theme. That's the final boss. I didn't put the remix I did in it, but yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to give you an example of like how good the music in Battle Network can sound. Like this is the final boss, Alpha. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess Battle Network had like it was like originally it was still chiptune music. It was on the Game Boy Advance. Like that's the system it came out for. But when it first came out, I didn't really like the music. It was just too like bleep and bloop, and it was just weird to me. But now I'm a little bit older and a little bit more experienced with music, so I can really appreciate the compositions on their own, not just the sounds that they used, because the sounds can always change. It's pretty much the composition that carries it through. But see, I wish I did a better job of picking my instruments, because this is a good like ambient track, but it just made it sound so bad. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to working on these Battle Network tracks for sure. Just because, again, I have a bit of nostalgia with them. I played them on the Game Boy. I emulated them too, and I really like those games. I like the unique internet aspect and like the card battling chip system thing you had going on. Legends is it's different. The music is definitely that was that track I was working on. Yeah, Legends is good. Like they had good music, but don't get me wrong. It's just, I guess I'm not really feeling it right now. I mean, like I am gonna end the stream. I want to end the stream soon, but I also want to kind of show you it's like, like there's a lot of good music in these games. It's not just me working on those like. I'm gonna do it again. It's not just me doing this. Yeah, like this. I don't look forward to working on that, but I'm gonna do it. because this is part of my project. But yeah, no, there's a lot of great music in these games. So I don't know if you're thinking about playing them or getting into them or remixing them yourself. Like don't feel discouraged at all. Like don't use me as an example because what I'm doing just sucks. But like trust me, there's a lot of good remixes out there. I just kind of wanted to give myself this little project where it's like, why don't I just remix all the music and then I don't know, move on to FL Studio. So what I'm showing you here is this cool effect I did. So all these boxes here, those are all going with like the original instruments, so you'll hear them kick in. That's one aspect of the remix, and then I think I did so yeah, I'll look forward to working on these for sure. Like I mean, I grew up on this game. Like literally, this is probably the first game I played. But yeah, we're not talking about it. So yeah, that's some pretty weird stuff considering like the original track. Well, I don't know. It's I don't know if I can find it in this folder, but yeah, I mean, maybe I can. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep moving on, and yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Like I don't want to work on this anymore. I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm just listening to the music that I've been listening to for like the past month or so, and yeah, you know, I think once I finish up with this, if I get it done, I think I'll just leave the Megaman remixes for a while and move on to other games, or you know, focus on more of like my own stuff. But yeah, this definitely keeps me busy. This is definitely gonna take me some time, but I don't know, it's fun. I'm not really too concerned about it. I can show you, I guess, yeah, I'll just show you some of the other stuff I was working on before before I came up with this stupid idea. stuff like that, like the Deku powers from Majora's Mask, I would enjoy working on. Like, I don't know. I think I've just spent a little bit too much time on these Mega Man remixes. That just other music is just so much more appealing at this point. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the series and everything, but I'm not that dedicated to just listen to those tracks like over and over and over again. Even though that's kind of what I'm doing, but I don't know. I enjoy lots of different music. Let me just put it that way. I'm not all about these Mega Man remixes. I say that as I... Oh my god. Like, this track is using instruments from X1. Oh my... Yeah, I didn't mean to play at all. I mean, it's kind of a bad track, but that's something I made completely like on my own. Like I used some Mega Man X instruments, but yeah, an original composition. Yeah, I think that's what I could start saying instead of creation, composition. But yeah, I don't know. I'll show you a few other tracks, and I'll end it like in the next 4 minutes. Again, this was a track I'd made just an original composition. But I kind of got burnt out on making these, which is why I took up this little Mega Man project, and now it's the other way around. And of course, like this is the track I've been working on since like 2017. You know, iteratively, if that's a word, but like, yeah, I just keep making, I don't know, I keep remaking it or something. Pretty much the same track that's on my channel right now, but I added this little tweak to it. So what this is changing, this coming up here, this part right here. not much of a big change, but again, it's that same track. I think this is an earlier version that I started working on, which I guess makes it a newer version, but different vibe to it. Same track, just different feeling to it. And the little trick here is this piano. So let's take a look at piano. I don't know if I like that string section. I'm just gonna play that back real quick. I don't know if I like that. It didn't sound right to me. Anyway. Again with the piano, it comes in. I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess it's just because of how I started making music, but I always have a thing for like that piano. And especially if you can distort it a little bit or shift it down an octave, it gives you a really like a nice dirty and grungy kind of sound to it, but I don't know, I like using it a lot. Okay, to end all this like this nonsense stream, I'll just show you this track I was just for fun, away from all the Megaman stuff that I was working on. So this is Outset Island from Wind Waker, Zelda, right? And the little thing I changed here, I'm like struggling to find what I did now. Okay, I won't just ruin the surprise. I just added a few notes. That's all I did, okay. And that's basically all I added. Like this, it's kind of split up between two machines, which is kind of annoying, but this part right here, this is all I added. I'll just mute it. I'll just mute 3 and 7 so I can hear them. Oh. So normally it's normally that wouldn't be the normally this note wouldn't be here, so it'd sound like, I don't know, I guess that wasn't there either. Anyway, really bad at explaining this. Go to number 7, then you'll hear. So that shouldn't have been there, it should have been. Oh, I think, yeah, that one was supposed to. So all I did was, yeah, these two notes I added, and it kind of changes it up. Very, very minor change, but I don't know, kind of a big thing to me. But yeah, I don't know, I got nothing else to show you otherwise. Oh wait. No, I got nothing else to show you. I really don't. Oh, actually I do, but okay, just one thing to kind of gush about, I guess. You know, like, there's a game called Legend of Mana. Okay, it's got very orchestral, very, easygoing kind of music, except the boss music. The boss music just, it hits hard for some reason. I can't do it justice with this. No, I like this remix isn't ready. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I think that the composer that worked on this track for this fantastical orchestral game with this heavy hitting like boss music, I think they worked on, like, I don't know who owns Legend of Mana. It's like Square or Sony, or I think it was Squaresoft or something, or Square. Actually, I really don't know. Anyway, the composer that worked on this game actually worked for Capcom before, and it's kind of like, like that's where Megaman comes from. So my idea is this person had experience making like those high energy intense tracks that Megaman's known for. So it's just a cool little detail is what I'm saying. It's like you can hear this out of the ordinary Mega Man styled music in this like fantastical orchestral game. So it's a really good game though. I would definitely recommend playing it, or at least watching a playthrough or something. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to show you what it sounded like and kind of gush about it, but I kind of screwed it up anyway. So I think I'm just gonna end it here. So if you're sticking with me watching this, then I don't know, thank you. Or if you're watching in the future, then thank you too. But if you have any questions, or if you have any feedback or questions, or like if I can explain what I'm doing better, then feel free to hit me up. Just ask me. You know where to find me, right? I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, I'm everywhere. But don't feel shy to drop me a question, or like just ask me what I'm doing, because honestly I didn't think I would be much of a blabbermouth. Like I really did not want to do these vocal streams as I worked, but I don't know, I'm getting kind of comfortable with it now, to be honest. So if you have any questions, feedback, or you just want to chit chat, then I'm always open, right? You can always drop in or talk to me after. It's all good. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna end this stream, and I don't know what's gonna go on tomorrow. Maybe I'll do Blender, because again, I'll just show you Blender. Oops. That Mega Man thing is just so sick. Like it's just I can't even, I think I messed it up. It's so sick that I messed it up. I don't even remember what the color. You know what? I'll just do this. I will add in that hue. This is the node editor in Blender. It looks complicated, but trust me, it's a lot of fun. I'm just jumping back and forth between like Blender and Caustic. But yeah, no, I think maybe tomorrow I'll just work on this, or I'll just work on more music. But look how, I don't want to swear, but like that is so sick. It's a little 2D image that's moving, and like I can move it around in the scene. It's like, what else do you want? That's so sick. I can make my own, like, I don't know, cheap animations. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna end it here. Like always, thanks for watching, and yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else to say. You got questions? Feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be a late start, but we'll see what happens. We'll just take it a day at a time, and let's see if I can actually bring this project together, if I can actually pull this off, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling it. I don't think I'll be able to do it, to be honest. 'Cause it seems like a lot of work for, I don't know, it seems like I bit off more than I can chew, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that being said, I'm out. I'm just gonna end it. I'm done.